Right, I'm hoping now everybody can hear me. Right, so apologies for those technical difficulties. We are live. Silly me hadn't muted. Unmuted my mic. But we're here today for round 8 of Cone Tier 3. Obviously, you're probably thinking, where is Rob? Rob is not here tonight. He is otherwise engaged on holidays, and he will be missed tonight. He does deserve it a lot, and I'm happy for him to sort of take a break because he works so hard behind the scenes, not only in this tier, but in his own tier as well, in his own league. So thanks to Cone for giving me the opportunity tonight to obviously be lead comms, solo comms tonight. I am quite nervous, so I do apologise if the tier isn't, the stream isn't as refined as it usually is, but obviously tonight's my first night doing it on my own. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys put on a good race as well. Just want to say thank you to the viewers tonight. The guys leaving comments, I'm seeing them. I appreciate them. The guys in the Discord, thank you very much. And yeah, to everybody that's here tonight, I hope these guys put on a good show, because the racing in this tier has been absolutely fantastic. So obviously co-com over, and obviously tonight I'm going to be commentating on my own. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what these guys put on for us tonight. But yeah, we'll go through a few bits of information about the track. So this is the sort of new layout of Abu Dhabi. I think this is the third year, so it was introduced in 2021, where it obviously took out the sort of chicane at the end of the second sector, which was to sort of encourage overtaking, and I think it has done its job. There's been a lot more overtakes. It used to be a track that was hard to follow, but now getting rid of that last sort of little bit of an obstacle, the racing is a lot better. It's now more of a swooping banking turn, sort of similar to the one at Catalonia, which they've put in. So yeah, it should aid a lot of overtaking tonight. Yeah, let's see what the times are at the moment. So currently we've got DC top with a 1:22.6, and then close behind is Marconi in the Alfa Romeo with a 22.6 as well. Strauss P3 with a 22.7, and DeWill with a 22.9, who is now on an outlap as well. So let's see what times that they can put in tonight. Still 8 minutes left of the session to go, so the order may change, and let's see what these guys can do. Obviously the track's a bit green now. It's going to be getting better as each lap goes on, so I'm expecting the times to go down quite a bit. But let's see. Obviously long race ahead. Obviously you'd like to be as high up as possible, but qualifying is not always key. Race pace is what gets you the points. So hopefully anybody that's sort of not qualified didn't qualify where they want to be, don't be too disheartened, because race day is where you earn the points. So we'll be on board with DeWill into turn 1. We'll go through this whole lap with him, not being biased because he's an Aston Martin driver at all. But yeah, let's see how he gets on through this first sector. And he's the 10th up. So yeah, probably on a new set of tyres, and Tobes goes, well, I say Tobes, Strauss goes fastest of a 22.4. So as I said, times are going down. And yeah, let's see what DeWill can do. So I always struggle on that turn with traction coming out there. I think I spun there. on Monday in my own race, which is quite annoying. Obviously, gone to no assist on the wheel, so it's tough. But yeah, hopefully I get there and obviously end up racing with these guys, because these guys are quick. But yeah, the wheel's coming in now to the last sector. And this corner has also changed as well. It's more open. To be fair, Abu Dhabi has changed quite a few corners, including this corner here as well. It's flat, straight flat. It used to be where you had to drop down to maybe third or fourth gear. But he comes down across the line. He sets a 22.6. So just under 3 tenths faster. And I'm sure he can improve. He's still got enough time. Let's see who else is on a lap now. DC is on a lap now, coming into the end of sector 1. And he's 8 thousandths down on his time, which is nothing, to be honest. He may get a tow from the car in front, which could bring him back into contention. And I think he is getting a tow. Let's just hope the car in front does move out of the way, which he does. And obviously that's what we love to see in Cone here, that racing etiquette. Firm driving but fair from everybody. And let's see what DC can do now. So yeah, he's just coming into the last sector now. It's currently P3 DC. He does get ever so close to that wall and does invalidate, unfortunately. But he's got enough time to pit and go again. And let's see how he does. See anybody else that's on a lap. We do have Scotty Freefall. On a lap, he's coming through the last corner now. And he goes P2. That's a great lap there from Freefall. 0.7 up on his previous time. 22.5, and he does have enough time to go again. Save that ERS and have another go at it. I believe everybody is in the pits currently. We have Jack in the Mercedes, who's coming into the pits yet. So currently the track is dormant, apart from Freefall will probably be on an in-lap now. But the times are really competitive from the whole field. The field spread is really close, and that just goes to show with this tier. I think it's probably the most evenly matched tier. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just from commentating, I'm seeing these guys in a lot of DRS trains. Whether they're on soft, medium or hard tyres. So it just shows how closely matched everybody is and what a great job they're doing. So we've got a few guys coming out on out laps now. We've got DC, we have McConey, we have 4-star, we have Sieb, and we have Cobb Paradox, as well as Clerpier in the Red Bull. So this is where sort of the fun begins for these guys now. Probably the best time to set a lap, lowest fuel settings possible. Softest tyres, and just the open road to just put your foot down and just see how fast you can go. I think there's nothing better than a qualifying lap, just because it's you one with the car, and I think you just ignore everything that's around you and just put pedal to the metal. So let's see who's on a lap at the moment. So keep on board with Sieb in the Mercedes. And he's just under 1.5 temps up in the first sector. So he may get a tow from his teammate in front, which is hopefully good teamwork from the Mercs. And let's see how he can improve. I'm sure he'd love to be inside the top 10. Currently P11 at the moment. Does brake very well into that corner. And does get good traction on the exit. And he's getting a lovely slipstream from his teammate. And obviously the Williams to the right as well. That's brilliant teamwork there from the Mercedes boys. Yeah, into the last sector now. You do notice there's a little bump there as well, just as you brake, can unsettle the car ever so slightly. And I know some of these guys will run with ABS off as well, so it increases the chances of locking the wheel. But this has been a good lap from Seb. Brings it home 22.7, and that's 4 tenths improvement on his lap. I don't think he's got enough ERS to go again, so that might be his lap done. And McConey goes quicker with a 22.3. It's a great lap from him. We'll get on board with his teammate Tobes, P4 currently. See how he does. Jay Lawler goes quicker with a 22.3. So times are coming down now. Currently Strauss goes even quicker, 22.1. That is an absolute fantastic lap. Let's see, that's probably the benchmark now. Let's see what the other guys can do. Tobes is still up on this time. See if he can keep it all together here through this last sector here, where you go under the hotel. It's such a nice complex Abu Dhabi. Does keep it within the track limits as well, and it's just penultimate corner and then the final corner, keep it in, and it's a 22.4. so he does improve on his previous lap, and free fall improves, puts Tobes down to a P5. Yeah, so DC has abandoned his lap. Yeah, everybody is. Yeah, Cole Paradox has stopped now. So yeah, I believe this is it now for the race. Yeah, as you can see, the checker flag is now appeared. So great session from these guys. Really enjoyed that. Obviously, first time commentating on my own. There was no incidents to really worry about in sort of commentating. Didn't see anything. Of course, obviously I wasn't on board with all the drives at the same time, but hopefully there aren't too many incidents tonight. And yeah, these guys can put on a great show for the viewers tonight, and obviously for me commentating. And again, I've said it already, but I'll say it again, thank you to the guys at Cone, allowing me this opportunity to sort of commentate on my own. Really appreciate it, and obviously for the support from the viewers and the drivers and everybody involved, thank you very much. But yeah, that's our qualifying over and done with tonight. Time for the main event to come up. So yeah, that's qualifying over. So I'll run through quickly. We have front row of Strauss and Jay Lawler. We have McConey in P3. We have Freefall in P4. We have Tobes in P5. We have Ennis in P6. We have DC in P7. We have KXI, DeWill and War Daddy rounding out our top 10. And then P11, we have Sieb, 4-star in P12, Cole Paradox in P13, Jack in P14, Clerpiar in 15, Leon in P16, Staban in P17, Brabbit in P18, and Mick in P19. So that was your roundup for the race. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Obviously, I'm expecting there to be quite a few overtakes, especially how they've made it a bit more overtaking friendly compared to the previous layout. I believe this would be, obviously in real life, this would be the third year of them using this configuration. And I think it has put on quite a good show in the past 2 years, 2 races at Abu Dhabi. I remember Abu Dhabi used to be quite boring at the end of the season. Obviously, everybody was running on their sort of last engines, MGUHs, MGKs, all of that stuff. So it's pretty much of a ball fest, unless you took an engine penalty. But there has been some great races in the past here. Obviously, 2021. We won't talk about the last lap, but yeah, it was a good race. I think also the year that Seb won his first championship in 2010, that was a fantastic race where Alonso got stopped behind Petrov for so many laps. But yeah, here we go. Lights out and away we go. Everybody seems to have got a great start so far. Strauss has Jay Lawler on the inside, and yeah, they go through carefully at the start. Just put the stuff up for you guys so you can see. So yeah, Strauss has got a clean getaway. Jay Lawler as well, 0.6 behind, free fall gain in 1 place. Seem to have somebody dropping out a bit, KXI. And Sieb has a 5-second penalty for gaining the position. So yeah, just see KXI now making the move down the inside. Sort of concertina effect there where it just gets slow, but he gets great traction there and past McConey into P5. So it's a great start from him. Not sure if McConey has any damage here or any issues, but he's dropping quite a bit. Sort of kept his line, but again, that inside line is quite powerful, and DC goes up into P6. So yeah, DC now on the charge now. Let's see what he can do against KXI. But yeah, as KXI goes very wide and DC does the switchback, and DC is up to P5. DC is on a stormer at the moment, P2. Sorry, up 2 places. Apologies. But yeah, we have Tobes in the pits and Clerk PR in the pits as well. So maybe damage to them as Tobes pits onto the hard tyres and Clerk onto the medium. So they're expecting to probably go a long way now on these tyres. And let's just see how they get on. So currently we only have 1 driver with a penalty, which is Sieb, which is 5 seconds. So he will serve that at his next pit stop. But yeah, let's get back to the guys at the front. And Strauss is sort of making a run with it a little bit. But Jay Lawler is sticking with him. And Jay Lawler is in prime position, to be honest, as he is obviously the second car. So he'll get DRS the next lap. Currently on the hard tyre as well, which, as you know, can go a long way around here. So I'm expecting Jay Lawler, quick driver, race with him before, to put up a good fight, and let's see what he can do on the harder tyre. Also have free fall behind him as well. So yeah, let's see what these guys can do, but let's not discount any of the other guys behind. These guys are all quick, all deserving of their seat. And doing a great job so far. So just run through the order. Top 5, you have Strauss, Jay Lawler, Freefall, Ennis and DC rounding off that top 5. as he goes down the inside of Ennis. Really nice move there from DC. And DC got the DRS as well just as he was behind in the detection zone. But I believe the roles will be reversed now, as Ennis will get the DRS. As he does, is he close enough to put a charge on DC? Let's have a look. Probably not. He's a bit too far. But yeah, good clean battling from these guys here. We have KXI behind, and McConey as well, who had a bit of a poor start, but McConey is one of those guys who doesn't give up. Has a little bit of a snap of oversteer on the corner there on the exit. He's not having a good time at the moment, but it's still a long race. There's still 26 laps to go. So yeah, let's see what happens. 25 now. But yeah, we'll just go through and see if there's any other action, because obviously these guys are racing very hard. Or we have a spinner, and that's the Mercedes of Sieb. Not sure if there was any damage there. Looks like he is okay. He's on brand new softs as well, so it's a bit strange. But it could be just traction as well. Out of some corners is more difficult than others. Hopefully he's not got any damage and he can get back into the race. He's sort of on an offset to the other guys because he's on the softest compound, so he needs to make a lot of inroads now. And you can see what happens later on in the race. But he has also got to serve that 5-second time penalty. Well, we'll go back to the leaders, because Jay Lawler is really close now to Strauss, and we have Freefall as well. Lovely little battle here as we go underneath the bridge past the hotel. I mean, it's such an aesthetically pleasing track to look at, Abu Dhabi. Like, racing in these conditions, in sort of dusk to night races. I think F1 have done a really good job in getting more sort of night races in. It just makes the aesthetics even better than they are anyway during day races. But yeah, we have some battles coming up soon. Let's keep an eye on the guys behind, because these guys sort of in P5, P6 will be waiting to see. And we have Sieb, who's DNF'd. Hopefully that's in the pits. Because we don't want any safety cars. So it's currently a yellow in Sector 1. But other than that, it's green everywhere else. So we're looking to see Jay Lawler make a move, and he does. It's a great move. He has burnt through quite a bit of his Yaris, but as he's the car behind, I'm expecting that, as he wants to make the positions up. Yeah, yellow is in still here in Sector 1. Yeah, we're back now. It's a really good battle here between these guys. And as I said before, Jay Lawler is in a decent position here. He's on the hard tyre, so he can sort of push his tyres even more than the guys behind on the medium and still possibly stay out longer, just because of that harder compound, that difference in sort of grip, temperature, everything. So we may see some overtakes here down the main straight, or down the straight, sorry. Strauss pulling out of the toe. It's a great move here by these guys. Great move by Strauss. He's got to get good traction out of here, just because it's a long run here. And as you can see, Jay Lawler in that slipstream when he's making that move again. Down the inside. Now for the outside. Freefall doing a great job here of just keeping an eye on everything, because if anything does happen between these two, he'll be ready to pounce. And let's not forget DC and Ennis behind, and KXI, War Daddy, 4-star. This is a nice little battle here as well. Keep an eye on this, as we have a yellow in sector 3 and we have a VSC. So is anybody going to pit during this VSC? Obviously, when you pit under a virtual safety car, well, we have Jack coming in who has front wing damage, so he must have been involved in an incident possibly. But as I was saying, under virtual safety car, you drive at 40%, so you get a delta, and you have to drive towards the lap times. And obviously with a virtual safety car, anybody that does pit does lose less time pitting under a virtual safety car than they would do during green flag racing. So these guys haven't lost as much as time as they would if they pit under green flag conditions. But yeah, it's a chance for these guys now to sort of cool their car down, cool the temperatures down, obviously save some fuel, and see how they get on. Save some ERS as well, and then get ready to attack again. This helps all of these drivers now, as it gives them a bit more tyre life, so they can possibly stretch their stint and see how far they can go before they pit. But yeah, we should be green flag racing soon. And we have Jack with a drive-through speeding under virtual safety car. And we've had a spinner, we've had free-fall spin. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully he hasn't incurred any damage, but we're now back racing. Has Freefall got any damage? He has not, so he continues on. We have Leon in P14 and Mick P15. So we'll get back to the battle at the front. I think this is like part 3 or 4 of these two trying to get past each other. See if Strauss is going to make that move. Or is he going to wait? I think he's playing the waiting game here because he knows Jay Lawler is sort of rapid through the second DRS zone. So if he can sort of get DRS on him and maybe make the break for it next time, because you've noticed that Jay Lawler is getting him in this section. So maybe Strauss is just playing a bit of a game. Obviously, it's like chess, really, waiting for the next person to make the next move. So hopefully these guys continue this battle, because I'm really enjoying this at the moment. And obviously we have an AlphaTauri P2 and P3 and an Aston Martin P4. So AlphaTauri doing really well at the moment. Obviously they're on different strategies at the moment, so let's see what happens there. But yeah, Jay Lawler is hounding Strauss at the moment, hounding him, and he's got his teammate behind him. So I wonder if there'll be sort of any team orders or teamwork done here, or is it every man for themselves? But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll go back to the guys further down, see if there's any overtaking being done, sort of all running together. And we have DeWill in P9 with Cole Paradox behind. Cole Paradox will probably have DRS here, so let's see if he can make the move on him. So he had that little bit of a snap there, and I believe, yeah, we've had an overtake there between Strauss and Jay Lawler. Those two are just going to go at it for the rest of the race, it looks like. But yeah, Cole Paradox unfortunately unable to get past the wheel there, but I'm sure we'll have another crack at it. And he is up on ERS compared to the wheel, so he's sort of maybe burning it to obviously stay in front. And maybe Cole Paradox just need to bide his time a little bit and hopefully he gets the pass done. Heavily on in P13, sort of having a quiet race, to be honest. But he is on those hard tyres and looking to go long. So let's see how he gets on without any issues today. See if he can sort of get into those points, as he's just a position out of the points. We've had our first disqualification as well. Jack disqualified. Hopefully it doesn't affect anybody else's race. As we have these two having another battle here, which is great to see. I'm really in awe of how these two have just been battling this whole time and contact hasn't been made. Just testament to how good these guys are in wheel-to-wheel combat. And obviously DC as well behind, keeping an eye on things. Strauss picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Just track extended ever so slightly. And with how everything is, potentially may cost him the win. You never know, just with how things turn out. But yeah, Jay Lawler now. As we have Leon, who's retired, hopefully in the pit, so we have a safety car. I'm not sure what has happened to Leon. Looks like he may have lost it just into the barriers there. So now, Mick with a drive-through penalty. That's the worst thing you want to see, is getting a drive-through, especially when there's a safety car, because you can't serve that until the safety car is in. So yeah, obviously the field now will slow down, and I wonder if the guys in the mediums will think about pitting or extending. This helps obviously Jay Lawler and Ennis a lot, because they can now possibly go as far as they can and then bowl on a pair of softs and see what happens towards the end of the race. But let's see what this does now. Obviously it opens the strategy window up for these guys. Maybe a few surprises. Some guys may stick, some guys may twist and change their strategy, so let's see what happens. But again, still a long race, not even halfway through yet, but it's been action packed, especially with the top three dropping and changing positions. Jay Lawler gets a 3-second time penalty there, so that does open it, and he pits, and so does Strauss, and so does DC. So we're going to see our first double stack of the evening. Hopefully this doesn't impact DC too much as KXI stays out. So yeah, let's see what Jay Lawler's going to go on to now. Go on to a set of mediums. DC was held for a little bit, and he goes on to a set of hard. So quick switch of the strategy between the two Alpha Tyro boys. Jay Lawler opting to go on to a set of mediums, and Ennis switching over to mediums. Not spoken about Brabbit. Brabbit's our championship leader. I feel like every week I've been commentating, I've been interviewing Brabbit on the podium. Having a very quiet race today in P15. But he has pitted, he has gone on to a new set of tyres. He's on a medium set, so he will be on a quicker set than most of these guys, and should be able to take these tyres to the end. Barring any issues, I believe everybody should be able to take these tyres to the end. KXI will have to pit, because he's still on his first set of tyres. But he is a quick driver, he's leading, so let's see what he can do. But it's going to be very difficult for him to hold these guys up behind him, especially on brand new mediums as Jay Lawler and Ennis are on. And it's just up to War Daddy and 4-Star and DC just to see if they can overtake as well, because obviously the offset between an old set of mediums and a new set of hards will be noticeable. especially with grip levels, traction levels, all of that stuff. So let's see what KSI can do. But we'll go through the penalties, and it's just Jay Lawler with 3 seconds, Strauss with 3 seconds, and Mick with the drive-through. That's KXI pits now. Probably the best option for him, as he gets a 3-second time penalty. Bit harsh that, to be honest. But now he does pit, and maybe in hindsight should have pitted the lap before, as everybody is sort of close together. So he's going to drop down even further now. But let's see. So that looked a bit slow, but maybe that's just the game glitching. So as you were, Jay Lawler's back in the lead now with Ennis in P2, War Daddy in P3. So everybody so far is on a 1-stop, other than Mick and Klerp and Brabbit and Tobes. So they've all stopped for various issues, maybe damage or strategy. So yeah, let's see how we get back on. Obviously safety car may be in soon, probably once Tobes catches up, which I believe he should catch up. Yeah, he should catch up, so maybe safety car will be in this lap. Hopefully it will be. Yeah. So this camera angle, there's a funny video, I don't know if anybody's seen it, I believe it was 2017, where you see all of the guys warming their tyres up, as you see sweeping from right to left, and you just see Kimi Räikkönen just going straight, doing Kimi things. But anyway, back to the present. Safety car is in now. Obviously Jay Lawler now decides to set the pace, and decides when he wants to go. Obviously there'll be no overtaking until start finish line. So yeah, let's see who's going to capitalize once they get over that start finish line, and when's he gonna go? That's the most important thing there. So yeah, Jay Lawler now coming into the last turn, and he's bolted and he's gone for it. But to be fair, Ennis is stuck with him, and we are back racing now, lap 14 of 29. So, yeah, coming up to halfway in the race. Jay Lawler's got a sort of a good start, but Ennis is keeping him honest and is with him. Jay Lawler's not really bolted. But obviously, DRS isn't active now, so we'll have to wait a couple of laps before it to be activated again. But you have Ennis making a move now, and that's a good overtake. That was without any DRS assistance as well, so that was all just the grunt of the Mercedes engine in the back of the Aston Martin, and obviously use of DRS as well. But yeah, Jay Lawler, I know he's been making a few overtakes into that corner, so I believe once DRS is activated, he'll be back. As we have War Daddy behind, and again just showing you the tyres, as we have yellow flag, and that's Mick. McLarens aren't having a good day today, unfortunately. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage and he can get back up, get back into this race. Yeah, as we come across the line now, obviously Ennis being the first over the line after the safety car has set the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, that should be beaten quite comfortably by the guys. But yeah, Jay Lawler's not giving up here. He's looking good, and we have Mick retire, and I believe that's in the pits. Yeah. And we have Jay Lawler now. Let's see. Can he overtake? Again, no DRS here. I believe DRS will be activated in the next lap. So that's that Honda engine in the back of the Alpha. Or is he just gets a little bit of a snap there, possibly hitting the curb, but all good. And Ennis behind. Will Jay Lawler defend it at all? No need. Ennis takes a tighter line into that corner, but sort of Jay Lawler gets the better exit. So yeah, he's getting a bit of oversteer on the exit of some traction zones there. So let's see how he can sort of regroup and get together. As you can see, DRS is now activated. So let's see how everybody else is getting on. So we have War Daddy behind in P3, 4-star in P4, DC in P5, who lost that a little bit due to the double stack, but is looking as quick as ever. We have McConey, P6, again somebody to keep an eye out for. Strauss in P7, DeWitt in P8, Cold Paradox in P9, and Freethought in P10. With KXI close behind, Steban, two Rebels of Steban and Klerp behind each other, Bradbit in P14, and Tobes in P15. And again, only three drivers with penalties, 3 seconds. As we're seeing moves made again by the top two. So across the line to top lap 17. Jay Lawler is leading. Currently, Ennis P2, War Daddy P3, 4-star P4, and DC P5. But again, you're starting to see what I mean, where everybody's really closely matched. Top 5 is so close to each other. And the guys behind in P6, P7 are all there as well. P8, P9. They're all there. They're just waiting. They're just waiting to pounce on an opportunity. Jay Lawler now sort of stretching his legs a little bit, 0.6 up, but he is on the better tyre currently. But Ennis, to be fair, is on the mediums as well. But I think Jay Lawler now knows that sort of this stint is quite important for his race, just because he's got that 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Ennis can just play a good game here. He's just got to look after his tyres, keep War Daddy behind, make no mistake. Jay Lawler again gets a little bit of a tank slapper there. We're seeing a trend of that there. Of guys just getting a little bit of oversteer on the exit of corners. Yeah, because he is pushing hard here. And the guys behind as well, waiting for any opportunity to make an overtake or wait for a mistake from somebody. As you see, Cold Paradox and DeWitt having a little bit of a battle there. I wonder who is DeWitt who's going to make a move. He has got DRS, he's going to sweep round the outside. Cold Paradox does keep it. That's good racing between the pair of them there. So yeah, let's see now as we go into the final sector. Final 2 turns of the race, or the corner I should say, the lap. Let's see how they finish the lap. So as they all come across the line, KXI in P11, Staban in P12, Brabbit in P13, Klerp in P14, and Tobes in P15. So we'll get back to the guys at the front. Ennis is just under 4 tenths behind Jay Lawler, but now with DRS, DC just having a little look there at McConey. Jay Lawler covering that inside iron slightly. But he's gone a bit wide there. Is Ennis going to hold it around the outside? Oh, bit of contact there. Bit of contact there between Ennis and Jay Lawler. Hopefully Jay Lawler has no damage and can continue on in the race. Obviously it's created a bit of a free-for-all bind. But yeah, he stays out, so hopefully no damage there. But Ennis is your new race leader now, with 9 laps to go. It's looking good for him as War Daddy gets in front of Jay Lawler. Let's see what happens here. We have 4-star behind Jay Lawler as well. Jay Lawler may be faking towards the inside, as he does. Again, he got horrible traction there compared to the rest of the guys. So now we have 4-star in P3 behind War Daddy. See, he's going to make a move around the outside, or is he going to hold it? Oh, it's a tough corner to go side by side with, to be honest. And he has burnt through his ERS. Most of these guys are, if you can look at them, you see their red light flashing, which means they're derating, which means they've used all of their electrical energy for the current time, and obviously now we'll have to harvest it through obviously braking and stuff like that. So hopefully they can get their energy back, as we have a spinner at the back here. And we have DC. Unfortunately, DC is spun. Looks like he just got collected there by the guys in front of him. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage now and can get back into the race with 8 laps to go. But yeah, Ennis now stretched his legs a little bit. Have War Daddy in P2. But I think it will change a little bit just because of the tyre offset. Yeah, so Ennis on 9 lap old mediums compared to War Daddy, 4-star on 9 lap old hard tyres. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting now. The tyre offset will probably switch between these guys. At the moment, Ennis currently probably on a better tyre for now, but you know, these tyres, they're quite brittle, especially at the end of their tyre life now. It will change a little bit. So just see if there's any battles going on. Jay Lawler currently in P6 at the moment. Our race leader currently in P6. So let's see what he can do. But in real life, F1 heads to Singapore this weekend. A race which usually brings in a lot of drama. And yeah, we're not going to talk about the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, just because obviously there's a lot of stuff in the air up in the moment about that, with regards to obviously Felipe Massa maybe looking to take the FIA to court over that, just because of the outcome of that race. I think most of you guys know what happened during that race. I don't need to repeat what happened, as Ennis loses position to Wall Daddy there. Wall Daddy does get a little bit of a tank slapper. As I said, that corner is so difficult sometimes just to get the traction down. But yeah, Ennis is P2. Is looking to make a move around the outside. It's possible. No, he keeps it safe. But yeah, Wall Daddy making that move now. But Ennis isn't giving this up at all. Gonna stick with him. Oh, he nearly goes into the back of him there, but luckily he keeps it out, and he gets to live to fight another day. But yeah, Singapore this weekend. Max Verstappen looking to go for his 11th race win in a row. And yeah, obviously, any Red Bull fans out there loving it at the moment. Any sort of fans of other teams are probably like, but again, hats off to Red Bull and Max Verstappen, because they have engineered a great car there, and it's being driven by a fantastic driver. So fair play to them, and I think they can wrap up the constructors as well. If things go their way, they can wrap up the constructors championship this weekend. So yeah, fair play to Red Bull, but hoping for a bit of action, a bit of drama, see if we can get a different winner this weekend. But I'm not expecting anything different anyway. But yeah, but hopefully we get a different winner tonight, and it's looking currently Wall Daddy in P1, McConey in P5. McConey's had a decent race, quite under the radar a little bit. He did drop a few positions at the start of the race, but he is doing a great job now, sort of recovering that, and let's see where he can end up. So not much to report at the moment. We have Brabbit again. Somebody's having a quiet race now, P9. One of those races where he's just keeping it out of the wall, keeping it out of trouble, and just seeing what he can come up with at the end of the race. And I do love that sort of Monza livery on that Ferrari. Obviously, Ferrari being my childhood team, supporting them in the 90s, and obviously still supporting them today. I'm a Lewis Hamilton Mercedes fan, but also have a soft spot for Ferrari due to obviously Michael Schumacher, the legend that he is. So yeah, hoping Ferrari do well this weekend and can get back up on that top step very soon. But yeah, free fall in P10 at the moment. Maybe making a move now. He is derating at the moment, so he has used most of his ERS, as you can see. But he does have DRS, so that does give him the speed advantage over Brabbit in front. So let's see if he can possibly make a move as he shakes around the outside. Probably brakes a little bit early, probably does the switch back. As you can see there, does lose out a little bit in traction there, but he is behind now. Brabbit covering the inside line. The free fall now does have that speed advantage and switch around the outside, which is a good move there. Good racing there between the pair of those two. And yeah, let's hope now Scotty can sort of get back up to the top ends of the points positions tonight. But yeah, good overtake there, and good obviously spatial awareness there from Brabbit. Yeah, what we like to see. But yeah, Strauss has now got in front of Ennis, and I think it's that time now where the tyre offset has sort of happened, where the hard tyre now is probably the best race tyre to be on. So let's see what Strauss can do now. Strauss having that. We have DC, who has retired. Looks like in the pit lane. So yeah, we have Strauss with that 3-second time penalty. So let's see what he can do. As we have Coney making a move there down the inside. As you have KXI, not sure what's happened there. And it has happened. We have a safety car with a couple of laps to go. You literally could not write this script. Now, yeah, Lewis Hamilton fan, having to commentate over the last few laps of a race at Abu Dhabi. What have I done to deserve this? But we'll forget about that for now. Let's see what happens now. Is anybody going to decide to pit and be brave and go on a set of softs? I mean, it could work. Let's see what these guys do here as the top two come in. Ennis stays out. Jay Lawler gets a penalty. We have a little bit of overtake there in between Strauss and Wolfdaddy. So yeah, I guarantee everybody coming in now is going on a set of soft tyres, yeah. Free fall on a pair of softs. Rabbit on a pair of softs. Esteban on a pair of softs. Clup on a pair of softs. So I'm really wondering why the rest of these guys here stayed out. Obviously track position is key, of course, but they're on 14 lap old tyres compared to the rest of these guys that are on brand new set of softs. So it's going to be interesting now, obviously, the last remainders of this race. And yeah, we'll just run through the order. Under the safety car, we have Ennis up into P1. We have 4-star up in P2, McConey in P3, Cole Paradox in P4, and DeWill in P5. So these guys have yet to stop under this safety car. As you can see, I've only stopped once. The rest of the guys behind, Strauss, War Daddy, Jay Lawler, Freefall, Brabbit, Tobe, Staban, and Clup, all on brand new soft tyres. Now, what would you rather? Would you rather be on brand new soft tyres with a couple of laps to go, or old tyres? In hindsight, I'd probably say brand new soft tyres, but again, the FIA haven't got involved and broken the rules here. Everybody is entitled to be on the correct tyres, and a safety car will come in at the correct point. But yeah, let's not talk about that race. Let's talk about this race. With a couple of laps to go, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Now, Ennis could bolt for it, and obviously hopes that the guys behind attack the guys on these sort of older tyres, and he can sort of get away with it a little bit. He just needs to make sure that he does get a good start, a good restart. It's going to be important, but he has got a buffer between himself and the first lead car on the soft, which is Strauss, who does have a penalty. So let's see what happens here. It's going to be interesting. I believe the safety car should be in this lap anyway, so we will get 2 laps of racing. And yeah, it's been a good race. Obviously, it's been a few incidents, a few retirements. Not sure why. From my side, nothing has been questionable. Obviously, these guys will have their POVs, which if there's anything that needs to be submitted to the stewards, they will. But yeah, just shout out to the stewards as well, and all the admins, everybody involved in Cone Racing works very hard to put on a show for you guys tonight. So yeah, thank you to everybody, to the viewers, to the drivers, to the admins, everybody, stewards, everybody does a great job in Cone. And yeah, safety car is in this lap. So as I said, we'll get 2 laps of racing. And yeah, Ennis now brings it down, brings the pace down a bit. He now becomes the de facto safety car. So from one Aston Martin to another. So yeah, let's see where he decides to go. I think when Jay Lawler last done the restart, he went pretty much at the last turn and actually didn't catch out many people. So let's see what Ennis does here. So yeah, last 2 laps of racing. Here we go. As he makes the brakes for it, Ennis goes now. That's a decent getaway from him. But what's going to be interesting now is the guys on that set of soft tyres. They are going to be rapid. Strauss is already making a move there, around the outside into turn 1. It's a great move by him. And Strauss is a man on the mission here. He knows he's got that penalty. Oh, we've had a little bit of a collision there at the back. Hopefully nobody's got any damage. We have Brabbit in. Oh, guys. Not sure what happened there. Brabbit looked like the innocent pie. That's very unfortunate for these guys. But yeah, let's get back up to the battle for the lead. Strauss is absolutely rapid at the moment. Look at him. Look at Strauss at this moment in time. He's just got so much grip compared to the other guys here. Is he going to make the move around the outside? He does. Not sure if there's any contact there. But Strauss is a man on a mission at the moment. Literally one man and machine now. He is absolutely going for it. Now, Strauss versus Ennis for the race win. As he makes his move, and he's through now. So Strauss now has to just check the penalties, because I might be chatting waffle here. Yeah, he's got 3 seconds. So Strauss has to go for it now. If he wants to win this race, he's got to get away from Ennis. And Ennis is doing a good job here. Just sticking with him. I think he knows, like, if he just sticks within that 3 seconds, the race win is his. But Strauss is doing a good job. Strauss may be kicking himself here just for those penalties. Maybe something he can contend with the stewards, hopefully. You never know. But yeah, let's see what happens here now. 0.7 second in front now. I think Ennis has done a good job to stick with him, especially on those older medium tyres. I think if Strauss had another lap or two, definitely would have got that. We have a retirement in Cold Paradox, but I'll keep an eye on Strauss as he comes across the line. I don't think he's going to have it. He's pushed hard enough. But yeah, Strauss got the fastest lap of the race and just P2. But no, congratulations to our top 3: Ennis, Strauss, McConey. Yeah, it was a good race for me to commentate on solo. Obviously, being an Aston Martin driver in Cone, and to commentate over Aston Martin's win has been good. So very happy for the Aston Martin boys, and that's good points for us as well in regards to the constructors. But yeah, good race overall, and commiserations to retirees. But yeah, it's good to see Aston Martin back on the top step. That was a good race from the top 3 tonight. So I will possibly be inviting the top 3 in for some podium interviews. Obviously it won't be with Rob, it will be with myself, but hopefully I can get the questions I need to ask. I'm just trying to think, because it was such a jam-packed race. But yeah, no, well done to these guys, the top 3, and well done to all the finishers tonight as well. Put on a great show. I hope you guys, the viewers, enjoyed that. So we'll go through our finishers for tonight. We have Ennis in P1, Strauss in P2, McConey, Klopp, War Daddy, The Will, Tobes, Staban, 4-star, Freefall, Brabbit, and yeah, that's our finishers. And Cold Paradox and J Lawler, obviously, are rounding out our finishers. Obviously a lap down due to retirements and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys. Let me just invite these guys. So it's Ennis, Strauss, and McConey. bear with me, guys. We'll try and get some interviews for these guys. I have added Ennis, I believe. Just looking for Strauss. Hold on. No, we won't do that because they invite everybody in. But yeah, that was a great race. Obviously to commentate over. And Ennis doing Aston Martin proud, getting the points for us tonight. But yeah, fair play to everybody that finished the race. Everybody done a great job. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Yeah, just waiting for these guys to join. Hopefully they do join for the interviews. I'll put a message in the Discord and see what they would say. But once again, just want to say thank you to everybody tonight. The comments, the viewers, everybody, is much appreciated. Thank you for supporting me tonight. Obviously, big steps. First solo comms, and who knows, it might not be the last, but Rob will be back soon, and obviously Rob is the main commentator for this channel. I'm the co-comms. But yeah, it was an interesting night. Didn't expect to be comment on my own tonight, but you know what? Just one of those things, you just go with it, go with the flow, do the best you can, and yeah, hope for the best. And I think I've done a decent job tonight. But yeah, just looking to see what's happening with these guys. Is anybody joining the party? Let's have a look. Just put a message in the Discord and see what's crack-a-lacking. Oh, we have Strauss here.
Good evening.
How you doing? You alright?
Well, it was an unexpected hard race.
Yeah.
Am I already to talk?
Yeah, you're the only one here at the moment, so yeah, I'll let you go first.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, I was leading the race pretty comfortably. Had higher wings than the rest around me, but with the third sector, I was managing to secure second, and I wanted to get back first. But then I guess it was Jay Lawler, lap 8 or something, closed the door on me, gave me wing damage and a lot of warnings with it.
Yeah.
So I had to replace my wing and fight back through the pack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was on my way for P4, I guess, until the safety car.
Yeah.
Then I pitted for softs and went back to P1, and hopefully I can get my warnings removed to claim my, in my opinion, deserved win.
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't see what had happened between you and Jay Lawler. I think on commentary I said you must be kicking yourself that you've got that penalty, but if that's something that you can possibly contest for, you never know.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
I lost all the time with exceeding the limits, because but I don't know if what the rules say about it, so
yeah.
we'll see what stewards will decide.
Let's see what happens, yeah. But you drove a great race.
At least I got P2 back with that last stint on the soft, so
yeah.
That's a good result, nonetheless.
Nah, well done, mate, well done. Well done. So we have, obviously, Ennis, our race winner, and you have McConey here as well. We'll start with McConey, if McConey can hear me at all.
Yeah.
Obviously, congrats, mate, on your podium. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened at the start? Because I can see you were dropping down a little bit. Did you have contact?
No wing damage or anything. I honestly don't know where my pace went first stint at all. I dropped like a stone.
Yeah.
couldn't understand it. Everyone was just flying past, so I don't know. Don't know, one of those.
Obviously, you recovered up to the podium. How did you feel about that? How was your sort of race after that first stint? How did you feel?
Hard felt really good, to be fair, and
Yeah.
I think the safety cars worked in my favour again, which is always good.
Yeah.
I just feel sorry for 4-star, my mate, who got took out, I think, at the end. It's a bit unfortunate because we were both on course to be on the podium again. So
Yeah.
Sorry, James.
A bit unfortunate for him, but again, obviously you kept your nose clean. It looked like there was a bit of a mess at the back there, where somebody just went across somebody, and it just was like a concertina effect. I think Brabbit was affected in that as well. Right. But yeah, you done a great race, mate. P3. Is it P3 you got? Sorry, can't.
Yeah,
P3. Yeah, P3. I'm all new to this comms stuff, but well done, mate. Well done. On yours.
Say well done to Ennis as well.
Yeah.
Comes back to tier 3, takes the W. Fair play.
And yeah, that goes. Now, our next question is obviously, we'll welcome Ennis in, our race winner tonight. Well done, mate. How do you feel about that winning tonight? How are you feeling?
Mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. I was not expecting that at all. I recently turned to no assists. And to do that is absolutely crazy. And in this field as well, in this competitiveness, I'm stunned.
Well done, mate. Well done. I can hear the elation in your voice.
How old were your mediums at the end, Dennis? Were they wrecked?
All I know is they were finished. I was gone. It was finished. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, on comms I was saying, not sure if he's gonna sort of get to the end here now. Obviously with the guys behind on the hard tyres, obviously, with the tyre offset, they're probably going to be in better nick. But you held your own, you kept it together, you kept out the wall, you didn't get any penalties. And obviously with the penalty to Strauss, you kept it within the 3 seconds, and you come across the line as a race winner. But yeah, well done, mate. Well done. Do you guys have anything else to add? Anything else you want to put out there tonight?
Well, it was my first pole position, so
congrats,
that's also
mate.
something great.
That was
Congrats.
A great lap. Was it a 22-1 start?
Yeah, 22-1, yeah.
Great lap, mate.
My third sector was on rails.
Nice.
Nah, well done, mate. Well done. Well done. Again, obviously, well done to the podium finishers tonight. Obviously, they put on a great show. Commiseration to the guys that missed out on the podium, and obviously commiseration to the guys that didn't finish the race tonight. But again, it's our top 3 that steal the show tonight. They put on a great show, done a great race for everybody. So yeah, well done to them. And yeah, we will be back next week. I won't be coming next week. I don't think Rob will be here either. So you'll have a brand new commentator next week. Obviously, I wish them well. But yeah, thank you for tonight. Thank you to our top 3. And yeah, that has been Cone Racing, round 8, round Abu Dhabi. And yeah, thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.